In this video, we're going to apply a vinyl decal to a wooden frame. Will the decal stay on our frame? Make sure you watch the video to find out. Before we start cutting our vinyl, let me show you the materials and equipment needed for this kind of project. We'll be using a laptop, and we have the Asus laptop. You will need a software to vector your images. We got CorelDRAW X6, and the vinyl cutter we have is the Graphics CE6060. And as for the vinyl we're going to use for this project, since we're going to be installing the stickers on wood, we're going to use the Oracle 651. And the tape, we don't know yet. We may use the AT60, the low tack, or the AT75. And of course, we're going to be using our transfer application roller. The very first thing you got to do, make sure you align the vinyl, and this is the way we do it. If you own the graphic, you will see little alignments on the sides of the vinyl cutter, and we're going to use the setting number 1. Send it to the back, and just pay attention to how much the vinyl moves, how close or how far it is from the alignments, and it looks good there. The settings we are currently using to cut our vinyl are offset 0, speed 33, cut force 16, since our blade is kind of old. And as you guys can see here, we added some wooden boxes, and you will find out the reason why we did it like that. The reason you add the wooden boxes is to make it easier. Again, the purpose of this video is to show you that you do not need a lot of hands. If you are working on decals by yourself, this is a good way to do it. Some decals will let you, others won't, depending on the kind of image that you have. But we have lettering, but this one, it's kind of easy to do one person. Okay, now that we have vinyl weighted out, let's secure it to the table. Make sure you leave some room for your tool. The only thing I don't like about this application roller is that it's not very stable. And right now we're about to find out which tape we're going to use. The one on the right is the AT60, but in the end we decided to go ahead and use the AT75. As you guys can see here, the AT60 was harder to apply it since it was pretty low, and in the end we decided to go ahead and use the AT75. Plus the AT75 doesn't wrinkle like the others tape do, and it's not really that hard to apply it. As you guys can see here, I'm doing it all by myself, and this is the second time that I use it, so it's not like I'm very used to it, but it wasn't really that hard to use. And again, this is a good way to solve that issue if you don't have any help or there's no one around to help you to do the decal installation. You will see how I apply it myself too. Okay, now let's trim the edges. Okay, and before I apply it, I'm gonna make sure that I center it, and I'm gonna use the alignments that I added on my design. Take the measurements, and okay, let's secure it to the frame. And I'm gonna use a huge tape on top of our sticker to hold it in place. And once I have it in place, I'm gonna cut it in about 3 or 4 different parts just to make it a lot easier to apply it, and you will see that in just a minute. Again, some designs will let you do it like this, others won't, depending on what kind of design you have. But this one will let me do it just like the way I'm doing it right now. Alright, and I'm gonna get rid of the alignment. I'm going to be really careful since again we are applying the Oracle 651 and I'm using the high tack, the AT75, and I'm going to apply it on wood. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to do it softly. I'm going to take my time, especially when I get to removing the tape. I'm going to take my time since the wood obviously has some kind of texture. It's not completely flat. So far everything is going well, and to be honest with you guys, this is not the first time we applied this vinyl on a texture surface. Right now I'm getting to the last part of the sticker, And I'm gonna be really careful when I remove the tape again, and we're using the AT75, the high tag. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the tape. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now the moment of truth. Will the vinyl stay on the wood? Let's find out. Okay, this is the part where I'm gonna be really careful. So far, the letters are staying on our frame. I'm taking my time. I'm going very, very slow, because if I do it too hard or too fast, I'm gonna peel off the sticker. I know that for sure, and I don't want that to happen. So far, it's going well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, since we try to use the AT60, but in the end we had to use the AT75, and as you can see here, some spots, there's a lot of air in between the vinyl and the wood, and all you got to do, use the squeegee and just get rid of them, just like you would with on metal surfaces, or you can also use your finger too. Either one will work. Okay, this is the only area where I can see the biggest issues, but it's not really that big of a deal. I can just use the squeegee or the finger again. This will fix it, and nothing to worry about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to the end of the video, and as you guys saw, it worked. We had some challenges. The main challenge was that we tried to use the AT60, since that one is low tag and we knew we were going to install the sticker on wood. We tried to use it, but we had to improvise a little bit. We ended up using the clearchoice AT75, and there's going to be a link in the description of the video. You're going to get $20 off, and we're going to make a small commission. If you guys want to keep supporting our channel, make sure you follow the link, and it'll take you straight to the company where you can get that tool. All right, thank you guys, and we'll see you until the next video. And the purpose of this video was to show you that you do not need a lot of hands. You can do it by yourself, just like I did. All right, and see you guys until the next video.